The Butterfly's Whisper. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled at the edge of a vast forest, lived a young girl named Bella. She was known for her kindness and her fascination with the world around her, always seeking to understand the delicate balance of nature. One bright spring morning, as Bella wandered through the meadows near the forest, she spotted a beautiful butterfly with wings that shimmered like stained glass. It flitted from flower to flower, its delicate wings stirring the air. Bella stood still, mesmerized by the butterfly's graceful flight. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew through the meadow. The butterfly, caught in the breeze, was lifted higher and higher into the air. Bella reached out instinctively, but she was too late. The butterfly was gone, disappearing into the vast sky. The day passed, and Bella returned home, her thoughts lingering on the butterfly. Little did she know, the tiny creature's flight would set off a chain of events that would change the course of her life, and the lives of others, in ways she could never have imagined. That evening, a heavy rainstorm swept over the village, something that was quite rare for this time of year. The villagers, used to the predictable weather, were unprepared. The storm caused a small landslide that blocked the main road leading into the village, isolating it from the rest of the world. The following day, Bella's grandmother, who lived in a neighboring village, became ill and needed urgent medicine that could only be found in the town. Normally, Bella would have been able to make the trip, but with the road blocked, she was unable to reach her grandmother. Meanwhile, far from the village, in a bustling city, a scientist named Dr. Arthur was working on a new medical treatment that could help people like Bella's grandmother. He had been struggling to find the right formula for weeks, but something kept going wrong. The research team had reached a breaking point. On the same day the butterfly had been carried away by the wind, a colleague of Dr. Arthur's, in an attempt to calm his mind and focus, had taken a walk through a nearby park. While walking, he noticed a butterfly struggling in a bush. He carefully freed it, watching as it fluttered away. In that moment, the colleague had an idea. He rushed back to the lab, where a sudden insight into the chemical reaction needed for the treatment occurred to him, inspired by the butterfly's flight and the idea of small things triggering big changes. He shared the breakthrough with Dr. Arthur, who was able to refine the treatment, leading to its success. The new medicine was ready just in time for the health crisis that was unfolding in Bella's village. A week later, after the storm had passed and the road was cleared, a medical convoy arrived in Bella's village with the much-needed medicine. Bella's grandmother, who had been growing weaker, was able to take the medicine and recover. As Bella stood beside her grandmother's bed, she couldn't help but wonder how everything had fallen into place so perfectly. She thought back to the butterfly she had seen that morning and realized that, in some way, it had all started with that tiny creature's seemingly insignificant flight. The butterfly, caught by the wind, had set off a chain of events, storms, landslides, breakthroughs that had ultimately saved her grandmother's life. Bella smiled, understanding now the hidden wisdom of the world. The universe, she thought, was a delicate web of interconnections, where even the smallest action, a butterfly's flap of wings, could cause ripples that touched lives in unexpected ways. And so, Bella learned the powerful lesson of the butterfly effect, that even the tiniest actions or decisions, though they may seem insignificant at the time, can have profound and far-reaching consequences. From that day on, Bella carried this lesson with her, always mindful that every choice she made, no matter how small, could make a difference in ways she might never fully understand. Moral of the story: small actions, even the ones we may not think twice about, can set off a chain of events that have far-reaching consequences. The butterfly effect teaches us that everything in life is interconnected, and that even the most insignificant moments can shape the world in profound ways.
Thank you very much.